We want to thank you. Come here. Don't sit on the bed at night. No homo. No, just don't get close to the bed. Don't get close. But it's just like, yo, we want to thank you for hosting the thing, man. It's been a pleasure. You didn't have to do it, and you did it.
No. I definitely didn't have to do it. I definitely didn't have to.
Kevin told you he wasn't gonna wear no dress until they offered him the dress, and then he put it on. And what did he say after he wore it? I made my own decision. Duh. But you didn't make it before they brought it up, did you?
Kevin Hart wearing a dress in the SNL skit. And Dave Chappelle spoke about that as a comedian. Black actors are always, being asked to wear dresses. Have you ran into that? And what do you think about that whole Illuminati theory that people put out there about that?
Well,
She's like, nah, it's enough.
Yeah.
I get it. You got it.
You look beautiful. It was a great move.
I throw that product in there.
They did ask me this weekend, could two boys come over?
Pope Conventionate is lifting her arms into her signature muscle man pose.
Truly adorable, and everyone.
Today, we're diving into some serious drama that's been buzzing all over the internet. Comedy legend Katt Williams has just sent out a major warning to Kevin Hart, and it's all tied to explosive claims involving none other than Diddy. From shocking Hollywood connections to the latest controversies shaking up the industry, we're breaking down what's really going on behind the scenes. Katt is calling Kevin out in a way we've never seen before, and this is one story you don't want to miss. So grab your popcorn, hit that like button, and let's get into it, because this one is wild.
Said it, and this sums it up well. Like, you don't entertain the circus, you watch it, right? And when a lion comes out and rides the bike, you don't think about it too hard.
Are you not afraid about being blackballed again? These are some power people.
These people are not powerful. Satan can't create anything. That includes blessings for his people. You know what the #1 job of somebody that sold their soul in Hollywood is? Is to act like it didn't happen. That's what they all end up saying at the end of the day. Kevin told you he wasn't gonna wear no dress until...
No. Oh, no.
So they offered him the dress, and then he put it on. And what did he say after he wore it? I made my own decision. Duh. But you didn't make it before they brought it up, did you? It's okay. It's all right.
Wow.
Show up for the studio.
You were set up to be the star. You didn't show up to work. You f***ed off promo shoots. You f***ed off your promo trips that they had set up for you. You became a risk to the studios, which is why the studios stopped f***ing with you.
You know what the #1 job of somebody that sold their soul in Hollywood is?
What?
Is to act like it didn't happen. They all do the same job. In 15 years in Hollywood, no one in Hollywood has a memory of going to a sold-out Kevin Hart show, there being a line for him ever getting a standing ovation at any comedy club.
We all remember comedian Katt Williams dominating social media earlier this year after he called out a long list of fellow comedians and entertainers, including Steve Harvey, Cedric the Entertainer, Kevin Hart, and P. Diddy for personal grievances and other criticisms. During a nearly 3-hour-long appearance on Shannon Sharpe's Club Shay Shay podcast, Katt didn't hold back, calling out a lot of names. But one name stood out among the rest: Kevin Hart. Given Hart's known history and his friendship with Diddy, Katt accused him of being an industry plant, alleging that his success wasn't organic. According to Katt, Kevin Hart had already secured movie deals before even stepping foot in Los Angeles, and no one in Hollywood seems to recall a sold-out Kevin Hart show. But beyond this roast, Katt also accused Kevin of being involved with Diddy in his infamous freak-off parties.
For Kevin Hart, is it not about timing?
I think the thing is, what Katt is saying,
Yes, sir.
that the opportunity that he passed on was because he wasn't willing to compromise his integrity.
You know what the #1 job of somebody that sold their soul in Hollywood is?
What?
Is to act like it didn't happen. They all do the same job. In 15 years in Hollywood, no one in Hollywood has a memory of going to a sold-out Kevin Hart show, there being a line for him ever getting a standing ovation at any comedy club. He already had his deals when he got here. Have we heard of a comedian that came to LA and in his first year in LA, he had his own sitcom on network television and had his own movie called Soul Plane that he was leading? No, we've never heard of that before that person or since that person. What do you think a plant is? Maybe people don't understand the definitions of these words. These people are not powerful. Satan can't create anything. That includes blessings for his people.
This whole situation has been unfolding right in front of us for a while now, but Katt Williams is finally ready to let the truth out. and it's a lot to take in. If there's one thing Katt is known for, it's calling out the industry for putting black men in awkward and embarrassing positions.
Are you not afraid about being blackballed again? These are some power people.
These people are not powerful. Satan can't create anything. That includes blessings for his people. You know what the #1 job of somebody that sold their soul in Hollywood is? Is to act like it didn't happen. They all do the same job. But I'm not scared of being the competition. Yeah, on paper, they're a better team. They have all the assets and resources and we don't. But let us get on the line, boy, and see if that factors in. I guarantee you it won't. All of these shortcut takers, they canceled me for talking about Harvey Weinstein before the thing came out, but he offered to suck my in front of all my people at my agency. I told him no, what y'all do? And this is why when I walk in a room, heads go down. Behind my back, I'm nothing. I'm just a regular old comedian, but in my face, no, no, no. The king has walked in and they have to respect it only because I'm not taking the shortcuts. They pay you to not talk about things they don't want you to talk about.
That's why Katt seems to think Kevin Hart might have sold out. Now, let's be clear. Kevin has worked incredibly hard to get where he is. But when you look at how quickly he went from being an up-and-coming comedian to a Hollywood superstar, it feels like there might be more to the story. Many point to a particular moment as the turning point when Kevin wore a dress on Saturday Night Live. This moment has sparked debates, with some questioning whether it was a strategic move or part of a bigger agenda in Hollywood.
The new pope is 9-year-old Oscar nominee Kevin Wallace.
Wow. Wow. I don't think anyone saw this one coming. And what is the new pope doing?
Pope Kevin is lifting her arms into her signature muscle man pose.
Truly adorable, and everyone loves it.
Well, except for presumed frontrunner Cardinal Turkson, who does not look happy.
Kevin Hart wearing a dress in the SNL skit, and Dave Chappelle spoke about that as a comedian. Black actors are always, being asked to wear dresses. Have you ran into that, and what do you think about that whole Illuminati theory that people put out there about that?
Well, thanks for that softball question. It's two answers. First of all, let's be very, very clear. It is possible that there isn't anything funnier than a guy in a dress. And if that's the case, then it might also be said that there's nothing funnier than a black guy in a dress. Okay, well, I watched all of my friends throughout my entire life be able to dunk a basketball, but not me. So everybody can't do everything. So, some of us make choices. I think it's not a biggest choice for others.
Before this, Kevin had always said he'd never do that because he found it demeaning as a black man. But after that Saturday Night Live skit, his career really skyrocketed. It makes you wonder what might have been happening behind closed doors. Was this a one-time thing, or did it signal a shift in Kevin's career choices and how he was navigating Hollywood's complex landscape? It certainly raises questions about what goes on behind the scenes and whether there's more to Kevin's success than meets the eye.
No dress until they offered him the dress, and then he put it on. And what did he say after he wore it? I made my own decision. Duh.
According to Katt, Kevin didn't just rise to the top because of his talent and hard work. Katt claims Kevin made a deal that most people would never consider. This alleged agreement involves Sean Diddy Combs, a man known for his power and influence, but also his share of controversies. Recently, federal agents arrested Diddy on serious charges, including misconduct and possible exploitation. For years, people have questioned his flashy lifestyle, and now it seems like there might be more to uncover. What's making things even messier is that Kevin Hart's name is suddenly being pulled into all of this. Before diving into Katt Williams' bold accusations, let's take a step back and talk about Diddy's famous parties. These weren't your typical Hollywood get-togethers. They were over the top and luxurious, but also surrounded by rumors of shady happenings. Some say Diddy used these events to gain power over other celebrities, allegedly putting them in uncomfortable or compromising situations. He was rumored to be pulling the strings behind the scenes. This is where Kevin Hart enters the picture. Recently, videos and photos of him at Diddy's parties have been circulating online, causing a lot of buzz. In one video that went viral, Kevin is seen laughing and chatting with Diddy and Usher. At first, it seems harmless, but then Diddy makes an odd comment, jokingly telling Kevin not to sit on the bed, followed by a bizarre story involving Usher. It's left people wondering what's really going on at these gatherings. This situation has been shocking. It's hard to picture someone living the glamorous celebrity life while also being tied to something so murky and mysterious. So, how did all this start? Katt Williams, who's never been one to stay quiet, sparked a storm when he accused Kevin Hart of doing the unimaginable, having intimate relations with Diddy for money. And not just a small paycheck. Katt claims it was a rumored $50 million, all to secure a major career boost. It sounds outrageous, but Hollywood has always been full of secrets and strange power dynamics. The tension between Katt and Kevin isn't new. Their feud has been simmering for years, and this latest accusation is just another chapter in their complicated history. To make sense of it all, you have to look at how Katt, Kevin, and Diddy became connected in this messy situation. It's also worth mentioning that Diddy has recently been dealing with some serious legal issues. Once a dominant figure in both entertainment and business, his recent troubles make it seem like there's a lot more going on beneath the surface.
We want to thank you. Come here. Don't sit on the bed at night. No homo. No, just don't get close to the bed. Don't get close. But it's just like, yo, we want to thank you for hosting the thing, man. It's been a pleasure. You didn't have to do it, and you did it.
No, I definitely didn't have to do it. I definitely didn't have to. First and foremost, I'm not getting in the bed. Shouts out to him and what he did. I'm just gonna, if we can, let's just put the camera a little this way, just so we're not. I don't want my shot to even. I don't want it to come close to the bed.
That's my brother right here from day one. We used to wake up and. Pause, but like, just back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the frosted flakes, you know what I'm saying, before pause was invented.
In another video, Kevin Hart is seen laughing after a woman's hair catches fire at one of Diddy's well-known parties. At first glance, it might seem like a minor mishap involving candles in a hot tub, but Kevin's reaction caused a stir. Instead of stepping in to help, he made light of the situation, joking, "That's what I call a raw dog. I'm used to this kind of thing, doing what I do best." This casual response left many questioning his behavior at these kinds of events. It raised eyebrows about whether Kevin truly understands the gravity of the situations unfolding around him, or if he's playing into the chaos of these gatherings.
Doing what I do best. Oh, shit! Oh, did the camera catch that? Got the camera! Got the camera off!
Although there's nothing illegal in the clip, Kevin's relaxed attitude, paired with his presence at such controversial parties, only added to the backlash. To make things even stranger, there's another moment where Diddy calls Kevin over saying, "Yo, Kevin, come here. No homo. We're going to have a contest. Your breath be stinking sometimes." While it might have sounded like harmless teasing, it left people wondering what's really happening at these gatherings. The casualness of the comments, coupled with the setting, only fueled suspicions about the true nature of the relationships and interactions at Diddy's infamous parties.
We want to thank you. Come here. Don't sit on the bed at night. No homo. No, just don't get close to the bed. Don't get close. But it's just like, yo, we want to thank you for hosting the thing, man. It's been a pleasure. You didn't have to do it, and you did it.
No, I definitely didn't have to do it.
Then there's Katt Williams, who has always been outspoken about his issues with Hollywood and his fellow celebrities. His long-running feud with Kevin Hart is nothing new, but this time, Katt took things to another level. Instead of just criticizing Kevin's comedy or Hollywood image, he made an explosive claim. Kevin's rise to fame was tied to a romantic relationship with Diddy. According to Katt, Kevin didn't just make it big through talent and hard work. He alleges that Diddy used his wealth and influence to bring Kevin into his inner circle. Supposedly, Diddy offered Kevin a massive $50 million deal in exchange for becoming his lover and ally. Katt even revealed that Diddy had made him a similar offer in the past, one he firmly turned down. "Who's going to turn down $50 million?" Katt said. Now, I've had to turn down a lot, but not that.
Who gonna turn down $50 million? Now, I've had to turn down $50 million 4 times. 4 times. Just to protect my integrity and that virgin hole I was telling you about. Right. Because P. Diddy be wanting to party. And you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no. I did.
Katt claims that the reason he hasn't reached Kevin Hart's level of mainstream success isn't because he lacks talent, but because he refused to play by Diddy's rules. He paints himself as someone who stood up to what he sees as Hollywood's manipulation and corruption, even if it meant putting his career on the line.
Yeah, that wasn't the thing. It wasn't People say that. He lost $50 million. No, that's not even close to what happened to this dude. And until you understand what happened to the dude, you don't understand what happened. Like, no, not they offered him $50 million and he turned it down. Who gonna turn down $50 million? Now, I've had to turn down $50 million 4 times.
Katt believes that, unlike Kevin, who allegedly embraced the system, he chose to remain true to his principles, even if it came at the cost of greater fame and fortune. This raises a big question for many people. Could there actually be any truth to these accusations? Did Kevin Hart really agree to such a deal? Or is this just another wild Hollywood rumor spiraling out of control? Kevin's rise to fame certainly seemed fast, and to some, almost too smooth. After years of performing stand-up, he suddenly found himself starring in blockbuster movies, signing huge endorsement deals, and selling out arenas worldwide. While it's easy to credit this success to Kevin's hard work and talent, Katt Williams suggests that there might have been more going on behind the scenes. According to him, no one climbs that high in Hollywood without powerful connections, and sometimes those connections come with a hefty price.
Kevin told you he wasn't gonna wear no dress until they offered him the dress, and then he put it on. And what did he say after he wore it? I made my own decision. Duh. But you didn't make it before they brought it up, did you? It's okay. It's all right. For a 5-year period, every single movie that Kevin Hart did was a movie that had been on my desk. That all I had said was, just, can we take some of this step and fetch it shit out? And then I can do it. Like, it don't need to be overtly because I'm not right? It doesn't need that to be funny, right? And me saying that and them going, oh yeah, no problem. And then going to give it to this other guy and having him do it just like it was. And acting like I'm a bad person because I keep standing on my standard. But yeah, it's interesting, but I wouldn't change it for the world. Like, show up for the studio.
You were set up to be the star. You didn't show up to work. You f***ed off promo shoots. You f***ed off your promo trips that they had set up for you. You became a risk to the studios, which is why the studios stopped f***ing with you.
No studios have ever said that. Look at my IMDb. It will show you that no studio has ever lost money with me on the script. I can't do that because Steve told you that he stopped doing stand-up because he had 7 TV shows.
Years later, I had, at one time, 7 TV shows running concurrent on the air.
Only problem is when he stopped stand-up, he didn't have those 7 TV shows.
Years later, I had, at one time...
For years, there have been whispers about what it really takes to make it big in Hollywood. People have speculated about secret deals and compromises made in private. Katt has always been vocal about his opinions, and when asked if he fears being blackballed again for speaking out, his answer is bold and unapologetic.
Are you not afraid about being blackballed again? These are some power people.
These people are not powerful. Satan can't create anything. That includes blessings for his...
He's never shied away from calling out the industry and its power dynamics, even if it means facing backlash or damaging his career further. He often talks about his humble beginnings and the hustle it took to break into such a tough industry, but Katt Williams isn't buying it. Katt has never been shy about sharing his thoughts on Hollywood, and he's convinced there's more happening behind the curtain than most people realize. He believes Hollywood has a habit of choosing certain celebrities to push into the spotlight while leaving others behind. When it comes to Kevin Hart, Katt argues that his rise to fame wasn't purely based on talent or effort. Instead, he claims Kevin was specifically chosen by Hollywood's powerful elites, led by Diddy, to become a superstar.
I said it, and this sums it up well. Like, you don't entertain the circus, you watch it, right? And when a lion comes out and rides the bike, you don't think about it too hard. You just go, okay, that's crazy. The lion's riding the bike, and then you go home and enjoy the rest of your day. I don't feed into the stuff at all. At the end of the day, it's all entertainment to a certain degree. So you just hope that people can be smart enough and have a tremendous amount of logic to just go and possibly do research or fact check. And if they do, then great. If they don't, then kudos to that as well. I just don't have the time for it. There's too much.
Diddy's involvement allegedly went beyond just boosting Kevin's career. According to Katt, Diddy had control over almost every aspect of Kevin's life, just as he allegedly has with others in Hollywood. Rumors about Diddy's extravagant parties and the uncomfortable situations celebrities allegedly face, they're only add fuel to the fire. While the accusations are undeniably shocking, they've sparked plenty of discussion. And then there's the alleged evidence from recent raids on Diddy's homes in Miami and Los Angeles. Reports suggest that videos of these infamous freak-offs were found, further feeding Katt's belief that there's something seriously wrong with the way Hollywood operates.